Hey there folks, this is Josh, Stoney Ridge Farmer. Welcome back to the farm. It's gonna be another busy day here on the farm. So we've got two tractor trailers coming today. One of them has a lawnmower on it and one of them has a manure spreader. We're gonna be unloading that stuff. We've got a load of rock coming for our new pond that we just built right over here. This is a true farm vlog, a lot of activity going on. I've got to mow, I've got some logs on the ground here. I've got to go put them in the log pile for the sawmill. Come along today as we have a little bit of fun taking you around and just getting stuff done. All right? Woo!
I ain't afraid of work, I ain't afraid of play, I ain't afraid to get the job done and do it my own damn way. I ain't afraid of life, times like this. If you mess with my freedom, I'll tell you just what you can kiss. That's right.
Let's take you guys around for a little bit of a journey before the gravel truck gets here. And what the gravel truck is bringing is called riprap. And it's a large stone about big as a football. And we're gonna put it down on the backside of our pond dam in case we have any washing issues or anything like that. That'll slow the water down. Water damage doesn't come from water sitting, it comes from water moving, so we don't want erosion. Now, over the last few days, I've had a fella bringing truckloads of composted manure here for the farm. We're trying to get away from any kind of commercial type fertilizers, so I've been up here and we opened this gate for him. He's gonna come in through the top side of the farm. This is the gate, this is our new fence. I've still got some fence work to do. Maybe, me and Mrs. Stoney Ridge can get some gates hung. We've got about 5 gates that need to be hung on this side of the farm before we can go ahead and get our cattle in. And there are 3 posts that I had a hard time hanging wire on. I just need to dedicate myself to getting that done. We had to move around some equipment here, get it down here out of the way so we can put more manure. What's coming in on the truck today is a Swisher lawnmower, a 0-turn mower with a brush cutting deck and an attachment to go on the tractor for leveling land and smoothing land out. So we got 5 acres of land to smooth out over here on the other side of the farm. So if you guys aren't already subscribed, pound that like button, subscribe to the channel, come on back and see us. We'll teach you how to plant grass, how to establish pasture. It's just a good time here on the Stoney Ridge. Let's get down here and wait for the dump truck. Big shout out to Rocky Mount Tractor up in Rocky Mount, Virginia. Gave us a great deal on our Kubota right here. What we have is our pond that we just built here last week, and the water level's coming up about this much. We still haven't reached our pipe for drainage yet, and what we're doing with the riprap you'll see in just a minute. So this is all the logs that we cut out from where the pond was, and these are big saw logs. We're going to take them over to our log pile, and later on today, after all this moving and shaking, we're going to go visit our sawmill guy. He's in his 80s. He doesn't work when it's above 90 degrees, and it's been hot here, so we don't want to stress him. We're in no big hurry, but we got a pile of logs as big as a house over here on the hillside. What we've got to do here with the riprap, and I'm going to have him dump right there, and we've got to spread it by hand in this ditch right here. So this is where the pipe comes out of the dam, and it's going to run down the hill into the old creek bottom. Well, we want to slow that erosion down, we want to slow that water down, and we want to put a big pile of rocks to dissipate water. I'll explain. When this pond gets up, and this pipe is a 15-inch pipe, and it's running full bore, it's going to blast water way out. So we want a pile of rocks right here in front of it, so when it hits the rocks, it'll stop it, slow it down, and keep it from washing all of this down into the road. Cool. And we just put down grass seed, lime, and fertilizer right here about 4 days ago. If you want it to stop raining, just let me know. I'll go buy a bag of grass seed and I'll put it down, and it won't rain for 3 weeks. Shelton's here, he's gonna come down, he's gonna pull into here. The struggle here is, and there's always a struggle, there's always conflict. Woo! So he's gotta come in right here on this dirt, he's gotta pull up into the grass and then back all the way up here on wet grass. And I don't know if you know it or not, but a dump truck will get stuck on a wet banana peel. So let's see how this goes. Another little bit of conflict here is that this rock is really heavy. So when he tips back and it's on an angle, which you can't really tell, but we're on a hillside right here. If it's on an angle, it can cause the truck to roll over. So we want to be sure that the truck doesn't roll over. He's gonna back on up here. I'm gonna help him back in. So what he's gonna do is go up really, really slow. I hope he doesn't tip. If he tips, he'll start coming back down really, really fast. What you didn't see there is as soon as he started raising it up, the bed of the truck shifted a little bit to the right, about that much, but he could feel it in the cab. So he's trying to get in the right spot. You see how the bed of that truck is bulging out on this side and leaning a little bit. Once it starts moving, it'll slip on out. This is riprap, and it's called Solite riprap. A lot of dangers in hauling rock that most people don't know about. All that weight is way up in the air and could cause them to tip. Right here, the rock is stacked up against itself. So he's got to pull forward to get it to unstack. So let's talk about this pile right here. We've got to move this pile. It's not quite in the ideal place. We've got to move all that rock down into this ditch right here. Lots of work. Mrs. Stoney Ridge will probably help me out with that. How many of you guys have a wife that'll help you move rock? Whew, that's probably 8 tons of rock, something like that. A lot of work. Shelton's always very, very respectful and tries to take care of my land because he knows how much work went into getting this grass to grow right here. This was a forest 2 years ago. All right, so 1 truck down, 2 trucks to go, and a lot of work to go. So we've got the pallet forks on the front of our John Deere 5065. This has been a great tractor, by the way. We're gonna raise these up, and you can see the forks are spaced way far apart, and that was for carrying logs. So we're gonna lift it up, move the forks in, and the next truck should be here in about 15 minutes, and we'll unload some cool stuff. So here's how this works in case you've never worked with a pallet fork system. There's a little knob up here. I'll raise the knob up, and then I will slide these guys in, and there are notches right here, right here, and right here. I just slide them into the notch that's appropriate for getting a pallet up. Now, how do I know which notch is appropriate? Experience. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all truckers are not created equally, and that's a good trucker right there. I respect these guys. They haul a lot of stuff. They're the lifeblood of our nation, and it's awesome. Support your American truckers, guys. So what we got to do here, because we don't have a loading dock, is hook a chain to the pallet forks here on the tractor in order to get things off. We got to drag them back to the back of the trailer and then lift them up with the forks. Let's get this mower off. Get her done. All right, 2 trucks gone, 1 truck to go, and we got to start loading up logs. In case you guys are wondering what's in these boxes, this is a Swisher 0-turn mower and a Swisher mowing deck, a finished deck and a rough cut deck like a bush hog deck. So we'll have the Swisher guys here probably in a couple weeks, and they'll be going through all their equipment, and they're going to shoot some video up here for one of their commercials. Really cool, awesome stuff. I never in a million years would have thought I'd start a YouTube channel and I'd have companies coming here doing product demos. Awesome. So let's get busy. Let's go get them logs up. Forgot, a load of manure is coming. And it's here. So this is an awesome dump trailer. This is another good friend of mine, good friend of the Stoney Ridge. He's bringing loads of manure here. We've got a manure spreader coming today. I hope it's coming today. And we're going to start slinging some poopy out on the land. Good stuff. Doing what's right. How about a woo? Woo! Reckon you ought to back up a little bit further?
No. I done good to get it right there.
That there is black gold, baby. This is composted horse manure. It's been composted for 2 years. Awesome stuff. Full of worms, full of microbes, exactly what our land needs. And exactly what this garden needs. Let's talk about cost. The load of riprap rock costs $450. We are making some horse trades with this stuff for some farm equipment. Actually, for the little truck, you might have seen a little Nissan pickup in the background, a little blue one. That is what we're trading manure for. So we're trading poopy for a truck that we don't need. So did a little bit of swapping. We swapped tractor implements for the truck, and then the truck for fertilizer or manure. Land building, field building, pasture building, awesomeness. Well, I was about to hop on the tractor and start moving logs when I got a phone call from the next truck driver. So everything's working out. We're getting everything done fairly early in the day. It is hot, hot, hot. It is about 90 degrees and the humidity is about 98%. It is super duper hot. This hurricane that's supposed to be coming in and hitting the North Carolina coast is bringing some, I guess, tropical moisture into our area. The skies are blue, it's beautiful, but man, it is hot. Whew. Second truck just got here, guys. This is RL carriers. Yep. RL or RNL carriers. Some of these truck drivers are a little bit standoffish about cameras, so we're just going to set up way off here and unload this trailer. This should have a harrow on it and possibly the manure spreader. Cross your fingers on the manure spreader. Another awesome, great truck driver, guys. Again, these are the guys that are feeding our nation. These are the guys transporting stuff. You see them up and down the road all the time. I get to meet them, and it's really, really awesome to be able to meet these people. Let's talk about what we've got in the crate. It wasn't what I thought it was. This is some industrial rail system right here, and you'll get a future video on this. Is an industrial rail system, so you can run water lines and power lines across high traffic areas like the driveway right here. So behind the scenes, we've got a pipe buried underneath the driveway right here. We run a water hose down. Eventually we'll run water down there, but we don't have it down to the garden yet. Well, this is a solution to keep us from running over our water hoses and running over electrical lines, and it's also something we'll be using for our water systems here on the farm once the cattle get here. Cool? Busted. I'm totally busted. So we started working here, and it was Wednesday. I shot Wednesday night live after I got all this work done and stuff, and I did not get the logs up. So we've got to lift up the pallet forks, space them out a little bit. We're going to go ahead and pick these logs up. It's probably 6 or 8 of them. We're going to take them over and put them on our log pile. So we're going to toss the drone up in the air. Of note, Hurricane Dorian is on the coast of North and South Carolina right now, so we're getting a little bit of wind. You may notice that in the film footage, and you may notice that in the drone footage. So let's toss the drone up in the air, get these logs up. on our big old pile of logs. We've got an impressive pile of logs back there. As soon as we can get a sawmill guy out here, when the weather gets cool, we'll go ahead and cut those logs up. Awesome. Contact! So again, we've got the pallet forks up and we'll slightly tilt them forward to raise up a little pin and slide them all the way over as far as they'll go. And that helps us to balance the log as we carry it across the farm. Well, that's it. A day of just moving stuff, and it just sucks up so much time. It's just such a time-consuming thing to move things around the farm, to get things delivered on the farm, to pick up logs and move them here, and pick up rocks and move them there. This is our rock pile. Expect a video on that pretty soon. The pond is looking great. My bet is that by the time you watch this video, which this should come out probably Sunday, the pond should be going through the pipe right here. I hope. Guys, say your prayers for us that this hurricane doesn't do a whole lot of damage here. We don't have a whole lot of wind from it, and we don't have a whole lot of rain, because we want this pond to fill up very slowly and kind of settle the dirt as it goes. If a gully washer comes in here, it could be detrimental to the pond. So lots of work to get done, lots of work already done. The dog's enjoying the pond more than I am. We've got to get back on the tractor, got to go shovel some manure and have some fun here on the farm. Thanks a lot for joining me, guys. Please pound that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, and follow us over on Facebook. There's lots of little tidbits that you get over there that you don't get here on the YouTube channel. See you next time on the Stoney Ridge. Woo!
In the land of the free.